mix. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's make raw sienna. Now the table is a fairly large area, and so I'm going to make a lot of mix. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a large puddle of raw sienna, and also because we're mixing the rest of our colors from this medium mix, we're going to need to make a large puddle. Okay, so next is burnt umber, and that's 2 parts of burnt umber. 1, 2. And then we have a touch of the background mix, and that's this. And now I've got a lot, but I'm going to pull it over to the side and take a bunch of it off until I have about a grain of rice, and then add that. And I'll add more if I need to. Okay, now we need to judge whether or not this is red enough. So I'm going to pull out the picture. So we have this picture, and then we have this one. And I think it could use a little more red. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest of this background mix into it. And I'm also going to get a little more from over there. And I'm thinking that should be enough. Put some more red in it. There we go. Okay, so we have our medium mix. So I'm going to pull some out and put it over here to save for our medium for where we need medium. Okay, so let's go to dark from there. So we need some of our medium. Let's come over here. And then we need to add burnt umber, and we need to add carbon black. So we're going to add some more burnt umber, 2:1, and some carbon black, a touch of. And mix this. You see I've got it next to my medium. And I can see that it is darker, but I think I'd like to take it a step farther down. We need to go to a value 3 from a value 5. So I'm just going to put a little bit more carbon black in there and bring it on down. Okay, there's our dark. And then we have a very dark, and all we're basically doing is going to add more carbon black to that. So I'm just going to pull out some dark and take it over here, add a little more carbon black in here to go to very dark, to value 2. And if we find that when we apply it we still need to go lower, then we can do that. Okay, so here's our 3 steps. Down dark. Okay, I'm going to pull these over and wipe my knife off. Now let's come back to our medium pile, and we're going to mix light from there. So we take medium and we add titanium white to it. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side. My fault. Okay, we're going to go to light. We're going to take medium and raw sienna. I thought that adding white was just not right. Didn't sound right. Okay, so let's take a little more off of there, because I don't think we'll need as much to mix with here. Okay, so let's add a touch of raw sienna, and let's make this light. And I feel like we need some more, because I don't really see a difference between this and the medium. Just really not enough of a difference yet. So this time I'm mixing a smaller pile because I don't want to keep pouring raw sienna into that big deep pile and not getting it light enough and just wasting paint. So now we see a difference. Okay, so let's pull our light over. And we're going to go to our very light, which is raw sienna and Hansa yellow together. So here's our raw sienna, and let's pull some of this Hansa yellow. Let's pull that over here for our very light. And then we're going to make a highlight, which is our very light with more Hansa yellow added to it. Okay, and there you see our steps up. From the medium that we started with, dark and very dark, light, very light, and highlight. Okay, and on the next video, then we're going to paint the table.